Briar Rose. Long ago, there lived a king and queen who often said to each other,
"If only we had a child."
but they never did. After years of pining, the once cheerful queen would sometimes go to the pond to bathe alone and cry. On one of these days, to the queen's surprise, a frog hopped out of the water and said,
"Do not cry, my queen. Your wish shall be fulfilled. Before a year has gone by, you will have a daughter."
The queen hardly dared to hope, but soon the frog's words came true, and the queen had a little girl.
"We shall have a great feast to celebrate,"
the king declared. He invited his family and friends and also the wise women of the kingdom so they could meet his child.
"But there are 13 wise women, and we only have 12 golden plates,"
said the cook. The king waved a hand and said,
"Then tell one of the wise women she'll have to stay home."
He did not consider, until it was much too late, how this would make the uninvited person feel. The feast was splendid, and when it came to an end, the wise women leaned over the cradle one at a time to bestow their magic gifts upon the baby. One gave virtue, another beauty, a third riches, and so on. Everything in the world a person could desire. 11 of the wise women had made their promises when suddenly the 13th wise woman appeared. She was terribly angry that she had been left out of the celebration, and to punish the king for his insult, she cried out,
"When the king's daughter turns 15 years old, she will prick her finger on a sewing needle and will fall into a deep sleep forever."
Her curse delivered, the scorned wise woman swept out of the room. Everyone was shocked, but the 12th wise woman, who had not yet bestowed her good wish, came forward.
"I cannot completely undo such a powerful spell, but I can soften it."
She bestowed her wish that the deep sleep would not last forever, but would end after 100 years. The queen was horrified.
"Don't worry. We'll protect our daughter from this terrible misfortune,"
promised the king, who felt solely responsible, for it was he who left out the 13th wise woman. He ordered his people to destroy every sewing needle in the kingdom.
"Nothing can hurt our daughter now."
Years passed, and as the child grew, the gifts from the wise women flourished. The young girl was so beautiful, modest, good-natured, and wise that everyone who met her loved her. They called her Briar Rose. On her 15th birthday, the day the dreaded curse was to end, the king and queen were called away to attend to urgent royal business. They promised to return as soon as possible, for they had planned a huge birthday celebration for their daughter. But for the very first time, Briar Rose was alone in the palace. She went exploring all over the castle, from the cellar to the guard rooms, and at last came to an old tower. She climbed up the narrow, winding staircase